tonight. In an effort to be fair, recently I recorded a video among 4 black conservatives who were in the audience down in South Carolina for a Get Out the Vote rally when former President Donald Trump made comments concerning criminality and black people and the connection. Now, the flip side of that is this. So, in North Carolina, quote, one of the most racist things he's ever said, black voters react to Trump's comments. So, courtesy of NBC News and YouTube, let's go to the video and you can decide for yourself. So, and let me just say this before I proceed. With this upcoming election that we're going to be having, I'm going to be doing a lot of covering, and I'm going to cover everybody equally. Everybody's going to get equal share. There are no favorites here. I don't favor Democrats or Republicans. I don't favor the Libertarians or independents. Myself, I'm an independent voter, registered voter. I've been a Democrat. I've been a Republican. I'm an independent registered voter. I vote my conscience. I do not vote party. But I will say one thing, America has to get back on track. America needs strong leadership. America needs bold leadership. America needs the type of leader that's going to respect all of Americans, not just some, but everybody. The disenfranchised, the marginal, those who are marginalized. And what about the millions and millions of Americans who are homeless in this nation? Why isn't the center of homelessness at the top of the agenda concerning both candidates? And what about the 50 plus millions of Americans that are unemployed? Those who are being evicted out of their homes and apartments? Those who are living on the streets? And you've got immigrants coming into the country, migrants as they now call them, and they're receiving top priority over the citizens who are here. We need a president who's going to address all these issues. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a game. There's a lot at stake coming in November. And personally, I don't think Biden or Trump should be the nominee. We need to have a different candidate, but it is what it is. So let me go to this video here. You can decide for yourself if these particular people are right, if they're wrong. All right, so let me set it up here.
Designing an SUV
Give me a second to get rid of the ads and the commercials. Skip it, and here we go.
President Trump made some remarks to a group of conservative African Americans known as the Black Conservative Federation.
I got indicted for nothing, for something that is nothing. They were doing it because it's election interference. And then I got indicted a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time.
He's right.
And a lot of people said that that's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against. And they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against. It's been pretty amazing. But it possibly, I don't know, maybe there's something there. Every time the radical left Democrats, Marxists, communists, and fascists indict me, I consider it a great, great badge of honor, because I'm being indicted for you, the American people. I'm being indicted for you, the black population. I am being indicted for a lot of different groups by sick people. These are sick, sick people. The mugshot, we've all seen the mugshot. And you know who embraced it more than anybody else? The black population. It's incredible. You see black people walking around with my mugshot. You know, they do shirts and they sell them for $19 a piece. It's pretty amazing. Millions, by the way, millions of these things have been sold. So I don't know if I'm proud of it or not proud of it.
It feels like he thinks we're all criminals, that we all have mugshots, we all have friends with mugshots, so that would appeal to us. That doesn't appeal to me, and I don't think that appeals to the mass majority of black people. But if that's what he thinks that we are and are all about, that definitely means he misses the mark.
When it comes to him, it's like nothing really surprises me anymore these days. And so it kind of goes back to the comment that he made, I think, a few years ago. He talked about how pretty much how black people, we have nothing, so we should vote for him. Pretty much that we have nothing, our schools are bad, or our communities are bad, and we should basically vote for him. So it's like I don't see it as something that we're embracing him on. I do feel like low key we're actually laughing at him by buying those T-shirts and wearing them. I just feel as though like he views us as like just a joke. By doing the things that he do.
As a joke, really?
Yes, he takes black people seriously. If you think about it, make those kind of comments, do those kind of things. I don't care what where you're speaking. There are certain things that you just don't say and things you just don't do. And with him, that's supposed to say nothing ever surprises me when it comes to the things that come out of his mouth. It's like now just becoming numb to it at this point.
That's probably one of the most racist comments he's ever made. His feeling that because he's being indicted and because he's being prosecuted for things he did, whether they're deemed illegal or not in a court of law, he's making. So what? We've all been locked up. We all have a mugshot. We all fall into this bucket of indictment, and because of that, we should feel closer to our overly indicted president. I mean, no offense, and I'm not. I have family that have done things they shouldn't have done. I'm not super proud of them for the mistakes they've made. Now, if they do better, if they've done better afterward, I'm proud of them for that. But I'm not proud of them for having a mugshot. I'm not happy that they got indicted or locked up. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
I think it all boils down to Donald Trump does not respect, and it's not only the black race, he doesn't respect people. He is just very disrespectful, and he puts us all in a little box, his own little category, that all black people are the same and we're all bad. And I personally think Donald Trump needs to take a look in the mirror and see his own reflection.
He's just pandering, to be honest. Like, he's just, and it's funny. That's why I'm laughing, because I don't really take none of those statements he was making serious. He has released a lot of, black celebrities from prison. He has, he's an entertainer, to be honest, but he has to deal with his legal issues, and those are serious. So, I don't take those things to heart.
I just think it's very insensitive and kind of insulting to say that, or to imply that, I'm a criminal, so now the black people can relate to me or I can relate to them. I think that's, and I like TC says, I don't take much of what he says seriously. I just think he'll get up and say whatever comes to his head, and he'll get away with it, and nobody will really hold him to task for it. So he just keeps doing it. And I just find it very insensitive and a little bit offensive, but that's Trump.
In all fairness to former President Donald Trump, let me say this. The Democrats, you all need to get yourselves together. Far too long, you've been taking the black vote for granted. And you automatically think that black people are going to continuously vote straight Democrat or Democratic way. Why? You don't give them anything or give us anything for the vote. And people are tired of taking their vote and just throwing it away because you think you're entitled to it. That's called entitlement. And you know what? I can't blame a lot of people who want to support Donald Trump. At least he's making an attempt, be it right or wrong, and maybe he's not doing it in a good way, but at least he's making an attempt to reach out to individuals who historically have not voted Republican. Stay tuned. It's going to be a rocky road all the way to the White House in November. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Never surrender. Never quit.